Today is 5th June 2026. Welcome to the news in detail. Today, our headlines will be centering around Deliverance Church Uganda. Let's take a look. Over the weekend, several churches gathered together in the different locations. At Deliverance Church Lugazi, Pastor Jackson Kaira shared on the topic against delay, preaching against delay. Let's take a look. Thank you. Right at this point, we are going to get a report from Deliverance Church Kira, where a visiting preacher in the names of Damon Kitabire shared on the foundation structures of faith. Let's take a look.
Add knowledge.
yongerako okumanya,
Add self-control.
yongerako okwefuga,
Add perseverance.
yongerako okulemerako,
Add godliness.
yongerako obwa Katonda,
Add brotherly kindness.
yongerako okwagala,
And add
okuba
love.
obuntu n'omukwano bw'okwagala kwa Katonda.
We shall go in detail in each of these things
Tugenda ebuziba mu bintu bino
as we build ourselves.
nga twezimbagana ffenna.
He concludes by warning that one who lacks these qualities
Amaliriza ng'alabula nti oyo yenna atalina bisaanyizo bino
is spiritually blind
muzibe mu mwoyo,
and has forgotten that he was cleansed from sin.
ate aba yeerabidde nti yanaazibwa okuva eri ekibi,
But he who does them
naye
will
oyo
never
yenna
stumble.
abikola talyesitaala.
So let's look the first verse.
Katunulire ku lunyiriri olusooka
It says, to them that have obtained like precious faith.
nti eri abo abaafuna okukkiriza okw'omuwendo nga ffe kwe twafuna.
And I want you, if you're seated here, I want you to be sure. Ask yourself, have I obtained this faith?
Kaakano ng'otudde awo njagala weefumiitirizeemu obeere mukakafu nga weebuuza naye nafuna okukkiriza okw'omuwendo kuno kwe boogerako.
Remember, we are talking about back to the basics.
Jjukira twogera okuddayo eri ebitandikirwako,
We are talking about foundations.
twogera ku misingi.
I'm asking each one of you here, do you remember a time when you said, yes, I've made a decision to become a Christian?
Mbuuza buli omu ali wano, ojjukira akaseera ako ke wagamba nti weewaawo olwaleero nfunye okukkiriza kwe kumu okwa Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo.
And it's not by works.
Naye ate si lwa bigambo.
Yeah, there are churches out there, faith that say you must do this, sacrifice this, and so on. Here, it is by faith.
Waliwo amakanisa si lwa bigambo kwogera bwogezi, waliwo amakanisa agamu nti bw'oba okkiriza olina okukola kino owaayo saddaaka eno, naye wano twogera ku kukkiriza.
Thank you so much. Right at the point, we have news from Makerere Hill, where Pastor Cyrus Mubanda was sharing about growing disciples to grow disciples. He mainly emphasized that each one of us has been called, we've been empowered, and we've also been authorized to reach out to those out there. Let's take a look. Thank you so much. From Deliverance Church, Chengera, Pastor Semakula shared on the topic, a shepherd who is dependable. A shepherd who is dependable thinks about others around.
If you don't want to become a shepherd, it means you don't want to be dependable. So how many are ready to become dependable tonight? You're here and you want to be dependable. So what does the foolish shepherd do? Next verse. For indeed, I'll raise up a shepherd, and who will not care for those who are cut off. Atalizifaako ziri ezikoze eki? Tegeeza, mu science wa leadership, mu science wa shepherding, mu science wa ministry, buli bakuyita omukulembeze, your first thought is about those who are lost. Kino n'ekyama kikola ne mu business. Business tesobola kukula nga tonnalowooza ku batana bakufuuka bakasitoma. bakasitoma obalina
You have the customers.
naye lowooza
But
abatannafuuka
think about those who
bakasitoma
have not yet become the customers.
bafudde ntya bakasitoma
How to make them customers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome back from Chengera, Deliverance Church Chengera. We are now going to Zambia here, our hosts. Thank you. Right at this point, we have news from Deliverance Church in Zambia, where the preacher, Elder Erasmus, preached about the rightful. Thank you so much. Right at the moment, we have Deliverance Church in Zambia sharing with us. Elder Erasmus shared. Let's take a look. Sorry about the technical problem. Let's now hear from Deliverance Church Makerere Hill. At Deliverance Church Makerere Hill, we had Pastor Cyrus Mubanda sharing about growing disciples to grow disciples. Here he emphasized that each one of us has been called. We have been empowered and authorized to grow disciples. Let's take a look.
Subject that I think loves me. This subject, I have tried to dodge it, but somehow I'm often invited to speak on it.
You got love, you got it all. You got love, you got it all.
Glovo and receive it in minutes.
It started almost 20 years ago. I was invited for a faculty consultation overseas where they invited different consultants from different nations to put together a curriculum on teaching disciplines of the leader. It was such a beautiful time. You know, every context, every country has a different way of looking at disciplines. But when we finished, I was invited back to start teaching in different countries on that content. So for the last 20 years, I've been teaching on this. When I did my thesis, I decided to pick up this particular topic, discipleship systems in the local church. And guess what was my focus local church? Deliverance Church Makerere. I have done research on you guys. I know you very well. My focus groups were here. I did questionnaires. So I'm going to share some of the things that were my findings, but things that really touch on spiritual formation, on becoming Christ-like. How do we make disciples? What does a disciple look like? Is there a profile of a disciple? When you walk as a disciple, are there signposts in your pathway? Are there markers? Can you say, this marks me out as a disciple? Are we together? Let me bring you greetings from my family. My dear husband, the Honorable Chisaka, greets you very much. Please receive his greetings. He's the chief discipler of our household. I married a godly man, people. Thank you, Pastor Nick, for discipling Peter Chisaka. I found him in Deliverance Church, and he took me under his wings, and he has discipled me. He has discipled our children. I'm here today with some of my children. Stand up. I'm not talking about all the children, but those who live at my house. Otherwise, Irene might also stand up. I have Mr. Diamond Luaz here, our firstborn. Come. This is our firstborn. Give him a big hand clap. Yeah.
The churches, remember to attend your church on Sunday in the different locations where you are. And right at this moment, I encourage you to take care of your mental health. It's a weekend. Please exercise, keep away that laptop, enjoy home with your family, and stay blessed, stay tuned to Joy Media House. Shalom.